So I played Gotham Knights in 2026 because, well, quite frankly, I'm a masochist. Welcome to Gotham Knights in 2026. I am very excited to kind of go over some thoughts in this little video. I'm currently working on a bigger video on Persona 5, so that should be out hopefully in a week. But I went back to this game because I just went back and replayed Arkham Origins, and I really wanted to find some good things to say about Gotham Knights. And I will say there are some good things about it, but it's just hidden under so much jank. The ideas are there, but that's kind of why it's a more disappointing game to me than Suicide Squad. Like, Suicide Squad felt a lot more like a letdown and offensive. Whereas Gotham Knights, I was just kind of disappointed because you could make another fabulous game like Arkham Origins. While my favorite Arkham game might be City, Arkham Origins is pretty much tied. And I think objectively is maybe the best one, objectively. I mean, it is just amazing. It's the best game to play around Christmas. Go watch my Arkham Origins in 2026 video, and you will see kind of what I'm talking about. But I gotta listen. I gotta talk. Because while the foundation is really good, i.e. the story, the 4-player choice, the co-op's fun, the visuals are actually pretty nice. The cinematics are pretty well done. It's the gameplay in between that really just slows it down and makes it tedious to play. And it makes it hard to want to go through it. So first, I quickly wanted to go over the story. It's going to be a 2-minute thing. I don't want to spend much time on it because there's a lot to get through when it comes to the gameplay department. But I just wanted to say the story is really, really interesting. And that's where a lot of that foundation comes from. Because you have the Gotham Knights being the last 4 of the Bat family. Batman has died. Now there are 2 organizations competing for the top spot. You have the Court of Owls and the League of Shadows. That's the most basic premise. Batman is dead. Last 4. 2 organizations. Big mystery. I love that. I love the Court of Owls in comics, in just media. I love the Court of Owls. But holy shit, is it so boring to get through. Because, well, I think that there's a lot of highs. Well, it's not that there's a lot of highs. It's just when there is a high, since the lows are so low and everything else is barely high enough, when you hit a high, it feels so much higher. Because you get to these moments where it's like, whoa, this is actually good. And I think the first hour and a half or 2 hours of game is actually fucking great. And sure, it's not as strong as an opening of Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Origins, Night, Shadow, fucking Arkham Origins Blackgate, which I think is a fucking great game. Okay, listen, it's for hand. That's a whole nother video. That's a whole other video. The highs are so high. And when you get to them, they're wonderful. But there are moments in this game when it comes to the gameplay that just sucks ass. So, if you don't know, this game is kind of broken up to a weird day and night cycle. So, during the day, you were at the Belfry, and that's where you can train, you can switch characters, you can make gadgets, you can check the back computer, you can do all this, talk to Alfred. You have the night cycle, where it's you go on patrol, And stuff like that is cool. Traversing the map is painful because I don't like the vehicles. I don't think they drive particularly well. And going rooftop to rooftop isn't that fun. Because most of the time you grapple up somewhere and then you have to jump off of whatever you grappled onto. There is no real gliding because you're not Batman. And so it's just like this weird, like it breaks your momentum a lot. And when you get into a good flow of it, it actually does feel nice. But that mechanic should have been cooked a little bit longer. Just a little bit more in the oven. And I feel like the gameplay could have been great. But here's where that weird live service-ish type of experience comes from. Because the major complaint of Suicide Squad, besides it just being terrible, is you have like 3 to 4 different mission types. And you rinse and repeat over and over and over and over and over again. In this game, it's kind of the same fucking thing. And it takes so long for you to populate the next mission that I love the idea of a mechanic where it's like, oh, I can just pretend to be the superhero and say, fuck the missions. I'm just going to go on patrol. You know, I like doing that in Spider-Man, right? Like, in Spider-Man, sure, you only have 3 to 4 extra things you can do, like high-speed chases and stuff like that. But it blends so beautifully into the world of New York as you're swinging around that it just makes you feel like I'm just doing what Spider-Man would do. But in this game, it just breaks me because I don't want to deal with it. I want to talk to Talia, and that's it. Now, as for like the 4 playable characters, I'll be honest. There's not enough between them except for Red Hood that can use a gun that really distinguishes them from each other. And you don't get that sense of identity between them. There's very little mechanics gameplay-wise that makes you go like, oh yeah, I can see how this is different. I do have one side thing, if you'll indulge me. There is a train that goes around the city. But I want to make sure that everybody knows that that is a real train. Where it's not real. I'm looking at it. Now, for the conversations between them, I love it. This is where the writing is at its peak. I love Nightwing. I love Batgirl. They're my 2 favorites of the Bat family. I love both of them so much. I also love Jason. Jason is fucking huge in this game. The fuck. He is so huge. I kind of miss my emo boy, who was just sad and was deathly afraid of the tool section at Home Depot. Seeing all those crowbars. I love Alfred in this game. Their interrelationships, interdialogue. I love those moments. Those moments are so small, and the boring moments are so big, and the highs are so high, but the lows are devastatingly low that it just sucks to get through. So while I beg the question, should you go and play Gotham Knights? I say, for the story and how the characters talk, if you're really into the Court of Owls in the League of Shadows, I'd say go for it. Because again, there are really high moments that I appreciate, and I want that to be recognized. I don't think this is a shitty, terrible, garbage game. I really don't. I think, a pretty good experience. There's just so much stuff surrounding it that isn't good. But tell me what you think. Maybe I'm completely off base. Should I be crucified? Let me know. Subscribe if you like this kind of content. I'm going to be covering a lot. I'm making one for Suicide Squad. So you already know I'm going nuts. Thanks for watching.